outstanding Protoss players from Team Slayers. And I love that Team Slayers, all their hard labor, they've really been reaping the fruits of their labor recently. One of those teams that when everybody put it together, well, when it was put together at first, you know, everybody was like, oh, you know, they're just adopting Boxer's name. It's not for real. They're not going to be a serious competitor. They're not going to be able to compete with Incredible Miracle, Nestea, MVP, who still are, I mean, obviously.
I think I am still the best.
Oh, absolutely.
By far.
Well,
but
they have, yeah, there's no doubt about it. But Slayers has really come into their own lately, and you know they've been doing so well in foreign tournaments, on home soil.
Would you say is the best player on Slayers? I would say MMA. It's a close call. There's a lot of good players. Puzzle, Boxer. Boxer, I don't think is the best, but he's certainly the most profound.
Boxer, yes, the most profound, of course. He's one of the best players.
Well, who
of all
do you
time.
guys think is the best player on Slayers? We'd love to hear it.
I think Ryung and MMA. Probably, I don't know. I want to say Ryung. I want to say Ryung.
All right, well, he's a Terran, so I guess you gotta rock the Terran.
So is MMA.
That's true, too. But MMA is sexy, man. Have you seen his haircut? He's got, like, the sweet buzz cut going on.
Oh, yeah. He used to be an MMA fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why his name is MMA?
Yeah, he trained MMA for a couple years, and then...
I don't believe it. He's so skinny.
Dude,
so small.
That's why... Okay, so he was that's what, like, grappling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all about. He studied Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a couple years, and he realized he could take out people who were way bigger than him with Jiu-Jitsu. And then he saw a lot of similarities between that and StarCraft, like training and the mental game and all that kind of stuff, and he got into StarCraft.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I thought he just kind of chose MMA, but I didn't know he was an actual MMA fighter.
I don't know if he was an actual fighter.
But he trained it.
I know that he trained in MMA. I don't know if he fought or not.
Well, don't pick on MMA, guys, because he'll kick your ass.
Indeed.
Well, anyways.
And you know, fighters always got to rock, like, those...
the haircut.
Anything that makes you... I mean, dude, it's like Total War. It's all out
They
war,
gotta have
man.
the eye paint
Yeah.
before they go into play the games.
Like, they go into the cage to just absolutely mutilate one another. There's I don't know, man. Fighting is, like, scary to me. Like, I don't know, dude. Ugh. Those guys are crazy, man.
MMA fighters are pretty crazy.
And I've actually met a few of them. I had the pleasure of meeting a UFC fighter at the last MLG.
Really?
Yeah. And he was, like, the most chill, relaxed, like, calm. Well, knowing that you can probably kill anyone on the planet with your bare hands probably gives you, like, a certain sense of security. But he was very calm and collected, and he was a really cool guy. So,
Well, was he like watching the StarCraft games?
yeah, he's like a StarCraft player.
Oh wow!
And he actually knows this other MMA fighter, Joe Lauzon, who was Nick Lentz. He's a StarCraft fan. That's actually who it was, Nick Lentz. And Joe Lauzon is also an MMA fighter who's really into StarCraft. But I was talking to Nick Lentz, and I was like, hey, do you know Joe Lauzon? Is he a StarCraft fan? And he was like, oh, he's just like a fake StarCraft fan. Like, he doesn't really play. Like, he just says that he played to like, get the attention of, like, the gaming community or whatever. Well, I was like, oh, man.
Hold the thoughts, guys. We
Here
have
comes
a little bit
the
of an
mass
engagement.
pylon
There's some
again.
pylon action going on right here from Puzzle. Excuse me, from Alicia.
This time from Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia. Oh.
These guys just keep cycling through one another's builds.
I know.
Right?
Copying the other players' builds.
That literally every game we've seen one of these players.
Alicia's pylon could go up here, and that could be huge.
Oh, it did go up.
It did go up on the south
He's
end,
warping
and it
into the
allowed
high
him to
ground.
have high ground on the high.
But Puzzle warping in more, I believe. And he's going to take out those Stalkers right away. Although, Alicia up one Stalker right now. But the Zealot comes back from the front that he had sent out there to deal with the pylon. And now Puzzle, I believe,
I think
is
Puzzle's
ahead.
going to be able to hold it off,
But
man.
Alicia is working off 4 gates, and he's only working off of 3. And that could be the kicker here.
Oh, that Stalker is going to go down.
3 more Stalkers coming in for Puzzle right now, and he did retain 1. I think that Puzzle's going to be able to hold on here. I don't know. It's going to be really close. Alicia warping in a ton of units right now. Who do you think's going to take this one, HD?
Well, one thing that Puzzle needs to do to help his cause right now is take out this pylon on the high ground.
Can't
it's giving
get
him
it.
an advantage.
And he's going to lose 3 pylons if he gives up this position here. He has 3 pylons within range of the high ground.
I know. Well,
that's
this is
absolutely huge. Everything right
here. This is going to be rough. Here comes some more units for Puzzle. Puzzle looks like he has enough stalkers to break this and push it away. And it looks like Alicia will fall back. Puzzle's macro holds on with only 3 warp gates, and he holds the day.
Oh, and this is absolutely brutal for Alicia. I don't know if he can recover from this. Supplies right now at 38 to 29. Alicia's going to lose 3 pylons right here. There's another pylon that I don't know if... oh, he does know about it. Yep. So that's going to actually supply block Alicia when that goes down. I don't know why Puzzle's not committing more units to kill that pylon. There we go.
And, you know, we have a divergence here with Puzzle after securing that defense, going for Robotics Facility, continuing to play defensive build. No doubt going to get Immortals and Observers out. And
Yes, sir.
Alicia is going for Twilight Council,
Yes, sir.
which makes me believe he's going to either go for Blink upgrade or straight into DTs because he knows he's behind.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
I'd
DTs
imagine-
aren't going to work against that Robot.
I'd imagine he's going to go straight for DTs.
Our imagination
We've seen
so
this.
far.
We've seen this time and time again.
Yeah. When in doubt.
When Protoss players take a ton of damage, we always see them slap down the Twilight. And really, I mean, that's one of the only things I think Alicia can do to get back in this game. And there's the Dark Shrine. I love it. But I think Puzzle's reading him like a book. He already has the Robo, and the OBS is on the way.
Yeah, the OBS is going to be out, and that's going to give Puzzle full detection. I don't see this Dark Templar strategy working out at all for Alicia. And, you know, I think Puzzle is on the verge of advancing here in the qualifiers. All he has got to do is make sure those ZTs don't do enough damage, and he is going to be sitting pretty to advance on.
Oh, absolutely. And as soon as that Observer gets in there, he's going to see the Dark Shrine. He's going to know what's coming. Proxy Pylon sneaking in from Alicia. Very well done there.
Where is that?
You will be able to warp those DTs in relatively close to the main. But as soon as Puzzle sees this, and he will right now, the Dark Shrine is on its way up. There we go. He's going to chrono out another Observer, I'm sure. And he's got a little bit of time here. He also has units back at home on the ramp. He needs to wait for a little bit of gas here. There's the Observer.
Yep.
And once he gets that up, he's going to be in such a good position to win this game.
Yeah, he's going to have 1 Observer on the offensive, and he's going to have 1 Observer on the defensive. Yep. And as soon as he holds off the Dark Templar harass,
well, I don't know if,
I don't know if
Observers can really be offensive or defensive.
Know.
No, I know exactly what you mean. He's got 1 scouting, and he's got 1 waiting for the DTs.
Yeah, and the 1 waiting for the DTs is now coming into play right as soon as the offensive Dark Templars warp in. Where are the Dark Templars, actually?
I don't know. I don't think he's going to warp any in. I think he knows that, you know, he's seen the Observer in his... Yeah, he's seen the Observer in his main, no doubt. And
now he's going for Blink?
Yeah, he has to assume that...
Setting himself so far behind, though. You know, first going for the Dark Shrine and not making anything out of that building.
Yeah.
He's significantly behind now, 49 under 62.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Puzzle's going to expand. And this is a time when he can expand safely because he's so far ahead.
Here's what I think
In fact,
Alicia
both
might have
players
been waiting for. He did just see Puzzle move out, so he could potentially use that Proxy Pylon to warp in some DTs. I don't know if he will. This is his opportunity to sneak 1 into the main, though. But he is going to lose his natural here. There we go. He is going to try and get 1 into the main here. He has the potential to do that now, but...
There should be an Observer
Reinforcements and an Observer waiting for those potential DTs. So
yeah.
Puzzle just all over things right now.
Yeah, and Alicia is probably not going to be able to hold this ramp. I don't know. He has Force Field, but there is an Observer over this army, meaning that Puzzle can blink in. He has Blink Research. A couple Force Fields going down. Not quite doing that much. And where is that Dark Templar? I believe it went down as soon as it approached the front door. I don't see it anywhere on the field. So it looks like Puzzle was able to hold off the Dark Templar harass. And where he should see the GG momentarily, unless Alicia can hold this ramp off, which he's not doing too bad of a job of.
He might be able to hold on here.
Yeah.
Force field preventing him from getting up there.
There's
but
way too many stalkers in play.
Yeah, and now that he can return the favor with that mass blink on top of his army, which we saw out of Alicia. And that's just kind of like the alpha male Protoss coming out. It's like, oh, dominating you. I'm going to blink all my units right on top of your face. Just so next game you're even more submissive.
Get out of the way. Move.
Completely not necessary, but doing it anyway.